Welcome in. We are going to deep dive and dissect your psychological so that we can see what is going on under the scenes or behind the scenes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check your vitals, see where you are emotionally. We've got complacency, prayer, faith, rejection, wisdom, quest, and insecurity. So, the reason why we do the vitals is because we want to know what are your pain points and what's the solution to those pain points, right? And so we often come to these readings because something is off or we're trying to seek answers. So the first card surrounding you is complacency. So this is like your surrounding energy is complacency, boredom, lack of vision. Then we move into your emotional, which is prayer. So your emotional is seeking answers. And your mental has faith, which is really neat because it just tells me that even though you're in this state of complacency and you are in this asking, you do ask and it will be given. And then we've got physical, which is rejection. And again, rejection is always redirection because there isn't any such thing as rejection in the way that your brain wants to form and refine and define it. Rejection is simply redirecting you. Rejection is like, no, not this way. And so you are being redirected in the physical. And your spiritual is wisdom. So we've got prayer, wisdom, and faith working here. So it's good to see what's working. You are being asked, Spirit is asking you to go on a journey, and that seems to be, that's in your challenging position. So there's a quest that Spirit's asking you to go on. Like maybe you need to go somewhere, or maybe you're seeking an answer of whether you should go. This is a yes, you should go. And the reason why is because it's going to get you out of that rut, whatever this complacency is. We just need to stimulate you, right? And in that stimulation, that's where Spirit will be able to redirect you in the physical. And also, you have wisdom. That means there's discernment here. You know what you're asking for, and you also have faith in your creator or whatever it is that you have faith in. It's strong. So you have really good things going for you, but in your challenge is insecurity, right? Trusting your own instincts, trusting your own guidance system is going to be really important here. And when you go on this quest, it's going to be uncomfortable, but just for a moment, the complacency needs to be stirred up. You just need a new view. You need to go visit a different friend you haven't visited. You need to go talk to somebody you haven't talked to. It's just a matter of stirring up the energy so your prayer can come in. Your faith is strong. You're definitely being redirected. So let's just pretend like you were cycling for a number of years or lifetimes even. What Spirit is asking you to do is immediately observe the rejection. Like immediately. Like the second you feel rejected, that is the inner translation of redirect, because it looks like you're a little bit off your path here. So, or a lot off your path, just depending. And what this rejection is trying to get you in alignment. It's like suddenly you're having a conversation and you're not feeling listened to. Rejection. Stop talking. Move on. Nothing there. Maybe you feel resistance in doing something. Rejection. Stop. Redirect yourself. Go a different way. So it is important that you understand rejection. It's a pentacle. It's a golden nugget of transformation. And your wisdom, right, in your spiritual is pretty awesome. That just means that you've got ancient wisdom, you've got discernment, you have psychic energy. It's learning how to trust that psychic energy. Trust it. And you do. Your faith is strong, right? But your faith does nothing for you if you're feeling insecure about stepping forward. So we just need to have you step forward with awareness. So you might find yourself thinking about the quest and the feelings of comfort that it brings. Then you could find yourself experiencing a sense of relaxation and peace beginning to settle over yourself. Find yourself, do that now so that your inner mind begins to take you on a journey inside your mind, so that you find yourself going in deeper and deeper, right? So Spirit is asking you, the quest doesn't necessarily have to be physical. It's asking you to go on a meditation quest, go on a complimation, go on a hike. Go get some outdoors, go get some grounding. I'm going to look at your wisdom here. Where's that wisdom? The High Priest, intend to create. So it's going to be in that place of nature that Spirit's really going to be able to talk to you and guide you. I'm going to look at the compliancy here. Change. So 22, master number. So it looks like you may be transmuting some energy here in your energy field. Some negative energy, of course. Remember, when we're releasing negative energy, they surface. The negative floods in like a tsunami. So we have to be on guard for it and recognize it, thank it, forgive it, love it. Don't suppress it. Don't ignore it. Don't avoid it. Okay. The burden. You may be the burden holder, but that's your choice. We only hold on to things by choice. By choice. Goodness. Okay. So whoever you are, I just want you to know, first off, that the world is transforming positively, and it's going through a massive transformation. And I kind of find that can debilitate us in our journey of transformation, just because we feel like we're in survival, because the collective sort of doesn't know what to expect, and so it puts them sort of in this survival mode. And if you're transmuting energy for the planet, let's bring that back into the micro for your intimate, close family, friends, and community, then you may be experiencing this complacency in your energy field, right? Because I've got changes here. You're feeling the burden of things that aren't yours to carry. That creates guilt because you're not showing up for you. And then the gossip and the stories and all the things are here. But this is like, again, a tsunami of negative energy showing you what is ready for transformation. And because your faith is so strong and you're asking and your intention is here, it does tell me that you can see, but not in the lower frequencies. In the lower frequencies, we feel like we're in survival, and we have a hard time seeing what's above the water. I always recommend a Reiki session. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Bobby, and I'm a Reiki practitioner, psychic medium, mother of 4 sons. And I am here, so you can find a link in my bio if you want to connect. Okay, this is a twin flame. Oof, look at that. enter the vortex. You're aligning with infinite abundance, right? And I tell you that, and you might be, your physical might not be yet aligned with your spiritual. So just be open to that alignment. You're in the vortex right now. It says enter the vortex, enter the field of imagination, and start imagining what you want to pull in. Let's see. Compassion. I got compassion. And you're letting go of, you're surrendering to your intuition and rest. So Spirit's asking you to go inside, surrender to rest, surrender to your intuition, trust your instincts. The quest can be physical or spiritual, doesn't matter. And you are in the vortex, so there's like a tsunami of negativity probably coming in there so that you can see it and clear it out, because you are now in creation mode through this high priest. And it's important for you, right, to have awareness, find yourself in a state of regulation, a state of balance, opening up your chakras. We've got our crown, our third eye, our throat chakra, our heart chakra, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, and our root chakra. These are so important to activate and keep those energetic systems going around and around and around. Okay. Solar calm. So the calmness is coming in for you. Just give me 1 second. I got some bacon here. Look at that. How seamless is that? I pulled that bacon out exactly at the right time. Thanks. Okay, so really, I'm looking at these cards, and I've pulled a lot, right? I always look at sort of the symbology behind how many cards I've pulled and how many emotions or things that we've had to work through in the past, 12 minutes. And I've got a tsunami of emotions, ups and downs. What you have going for you is your prayer, your faith, and your wisdom. Spirit's taking you on a quest. Remember, rejection is redirecting you. Sometimes we're hanging out with people we never really wanted to hang out with. Sometimes we're going to a job we never really even wanted. And wherever you are on your journey, you can make choices to move into a new direction any time that you want. But it does take time. You do have to plant the seed. You do have to take the action. And let's go ahead and see in your numerological lesson. Love partnership. A love partnership. Okay. So it looks like somebody's coming in, or somebody's already arrived. And if they have arrived, that would make sense why all of this is starting to alchemize. It's like when you meet somebody of a higher vibrational frequency. It's like when somebody comes here for Reiki or has a Reiki session, shortly after they leave, wild illuminations come in, wild downloads start to happen, and you start to see your life from the outside perspective. That's what a higher vibrational frequency does, but it also is the sword of truth. It starts to cut through the chaos and really look at its life. It's like seeing the self for the first time, seeing your life for the first time. And now you have to take accountability because nobody else is going to. But it looks like you do have a loving partnership here or coming in. And space is being cleared for that partnership. Like there's still some things that need to be cleared. You got change, massive change coming in. You're releasing the burdens. You are releasing the guilt, releasing the stories so that transformation can happen. You are getting clear. This is the solar calm. And look at like you're ascending into the higher frequencies. When you start feeling your emotions, that's when the ascension starts to happen. When you feel your emotions, when you allow your emotions to be felt, that's when the transformation starts to happen. We're going to get you an angel number here. An angel number. 0808. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. I told you, the loving partnership is here. You're going to want to get you're getting your environment cleared for this loving relationship to come in. You've got to be fully open and ready to receive. And you're never going to be in the perfect state or perfect position for that to happen because you're already just perfect. And this is swift action. This is coming in swiftly. Like I said, a tsunami. And right now you're vibrating at the frequency of compassion. So what does that mean? You could be sad, you could be crying, you could be sort of going through moods. Anytime I was in my sadness, that's where I felt the most compassion for myself. Because I was like, yeah, I'm sad. And I need to work through this sadness. And my sadness didn't always have a definition. The way I felt, the emotion I was having, it didn't always have a definition. Sometimes I just felt that way, and then I just let myself feel that way. And when I felt that way, I just let myself rest. I wasn't trying to do anything. I wasn't trying to make anything happen during that time. And that's really important. That's actually a great message from Spirit, is in this rejection energy, you're being redirected right now. So don't cling to anything. No, like people, places, and things that are coming into your life right now may just be there for a moment because this energy is getting cleared out. So like if somebody triggers you, somebody creates conflict, it's because they're exposing something you couldn't see before. So just be on board with the conflict. Don't run from it. Don't avoid it. Don't hide from it. Don't isolate from it. We're here to have a human experience, to interact and connect to other humans. I love humans. I love interacting with humans. I think that for me is the only purpose on earth, is to vibrate medicinally so that when you do interact with and connect, you are in flow state, symbiosis, harmonizing with the other individual. And you're always in the right place at the right time. The lights are always green. You always have a parking spot. The doors are always opening. Whatever you want and desire, you can have. Looking at masculine, feminine polarity here, if I'm looking at masculine is stepping into position. Feminine is alchemizing and transmuting. Does that make sense? Because the masculine, has to step forward and they have to release feeling rejected. They have to release feeling the insecurities. They have to stir up the complacency. A masculine is never going to be saved. Never. Feminine, on the other hand, is going to swoop in and alchemize all of this energy. So this love partnership, right? Remember, your feminine energy is the one that transmutes, transcends all of the negative energy, right? The masculine supports that alchemization. And so rest so that the two can merge and work together as a team. This is a reading for alchemization for sure. All right, this looks good. I'm going to look at one more thing here. Okay, who is like God? So you've got Archangel Michael in the house and destroyer of evil. Look at that. I'm glad I pulled this last card. Depicted as male, a very stern or angry countenance, usually holding a sword that in some cases is made of flame. Dressed in warrior's armor or carrying a shield, he is often wearing red, gold, and black. So we've got the translation, who is like God? The hand of God is working in your favor, coming in and destroying the evil that surrounds you. And again, just to clarify, evil is just, lower frequencies. We don't know until we know. When we're in the lower frequencies, we're blind and we're deaf and we can't see clearly. So have compassion for that low frequency. It's not that we stand above it or below it. We stand beside it so that we can alchemize it and transmute it. So, all right. It's an honor to do this reading for you. I will see you in the next video.